What's going on, everybody? It is the one and only Q from Retro Q Gaming here, and well, we all know that in an effort to market everything and anything and part you with as much of your hard-earned cash as possible, companies will find any roundabout way of marketing and using semantics, being pedantic about absolutely everything to avoid saying specific words, specific terms, and trying to sell you on their lies and their bullshit. Some infamous versions of this at this point are EA and their whole, well, they're not loot boxes, they're surprise mechanics. There's pretty much every Ubisoft trailer out there ever made. I mean, we're looking at you, Rainbow Six Siege, we're looking at you, Watch Dogs, we're looking at you, The Division, we're looking at you, pretty much all the recent Far Cry games. And of course, let's not forget when Ubisoft went out of their way to say that a low frame rate, like 24 FPS, was better because it's more cinematic for a video game, not a piece of cinema. Yeah, yikes. Anyway, this company, if they can so be called, which is Ubisoft, are back in, well, they're pretty much in contention for a Guinness Book of Records with the stupidest attempt at marketing ever. So, what are we talking about here? Well, the new Trackmania reboot, which is Trackmania Nations, is going to be available this time next month on July 1st. Now, that's where it gets, well, that's pretty much where all the regular info stops at. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of money are we talking? Or what's so shady and sketchy about Trackmania? Well, this game, Trackmania, is not a fully purchasable game, if you will. It is technically free to play, but according to Ubisoft, it is also not a subscription-based game. Now, let's look at how this game works. So like I said, technically the game is free to play. You can access it and play it in some way, shape and form without paying for anything. But the biggest appeal for this game, for Trackmania, is its map and track editor, which you only get proper full access to for $10 a year. There's also their top level, not a subscription mode if you will, called Club Access, which gives admission to stuff like special racing leagues, exclusive skins, yada yada yada, you get the idea, and it's $30 per year. So yeah, sounds pretty much like a subscription to me, if you will. Now, Ubisoft have tried to defend this, and you're gonna hear this. This is a good one, right? This is an exact quote from Ubisoft. Actually, it's not a subscription model, but an access to the game for a limited time. You pay for having access to the game for one period, and that's it. When the time is over, you have to buy the game again for the time that you want to access it again. So, you have to subscribe to the game for the period that you want to subscribe to the game for. And then, when you are not subscribed to the game, outside of that period, you lose access to the stuff you were subscribed for. Sounds like a subscription service to me. I just... I don't even have too much to say about this. It's just the sheer idiocy and the sheer lunacy. But more than anything, it really, really highlights just how scummy these companies are. These are the companies that will go to absolutely any length, including lying directly to your face, like bullshots, for example. Ubisoft, you're a prime offender here, and will completely lie to you about what they're giving you or what they're trying to get from you. I guess this makes me happy, even more than usual, that I've sworn off Ubisoft games, and I've bought one in about 10 years.